Have you ever felt completely lost trying to find that one perfect legal journal article? Well, you are in the right place. In this explainer, we're going to build a simple but really effective toolkit so you can master legal research. Let's jump right in.
So, does this look familiar? You've got a research question, you start typing, and boom. Suddenly you're just drowning in this endless sea of cases, journals, and articles. You're not even sure where to start. It's a super common feeling, but believe me, it doesn't have to be your reality.
Today, we're going to fix that. We're going to build your own personal research toolkit. Think of this as your guide to turning all that research chaos into total clarity and, yeah, even confidence.
So here's our game plan. We'll start by navigating what I call the legal research maze. Then we'll figure out the best places to actually search. I'm going to show you how to use keywords like a compass, and then how to filter out all that noise. And finally, we'll put it all together into a blueprint you can use again and again.
All right, first up, the legal research maze. Let's start turning that confusion into some serious confidence.
So, the big question, where do you even start searching? Let's open up your digital library and find the most important tools. And here it is. Your number one go-to primary starting point should be the Westlaw database. Seriously, think of this as home base for all your legal journal research. It's powerful, it's comprehensive, and it is hands down the most effective place to begin. Getting to it is usually pretty simple. You'll start at your university's library homepage, head over to the databases section, find Westlaw, and then just look for journals or journal search. The exact clicks might be a little different, but those are the key steps to get you there.
Okay, but what if Westlaw only shows you a summary but not the full article? First of all, don't panic. The backup plan is super easy. Just copy the article's title and then search for it directly in your main library catalog. It's pretty common for your library to have a subscription to that journal through a totally different service.
Okay, now you know where to search. Let's talk about how to search. It is time to make keywords your compass. First up is the AND operator. You can also just type the ampersand symbol. This is your tool for getting focused. If you search for defamation and social media, you're telling the database, hey, only show me results that have both of these things. It narrows your results down like you wouldn't believe. And the opposite of AND is, you guessed it, OR. This operator does the exact opposite. It broadens your search. It's perfect for when you're dealing with synonyms. A search for defamation or libel or slander will pull up documents that contain any of those words, casting a much, much wider net. Next, let's talk about precision. When you wrap a phrase in quotation marks, you are giving the database a very specific command. Find these exact words in this exact order. This is absolutely essential for key legal concepts like duty of care. And finally, my favorite little shortcut, truncation. It's usually an exclamation mark. You just put it at the root of a word like liab, and the search will automatically find all of its variations like liable and liability, all in one single search. It's a huge time saver. So here's the bottom line. These four operators are the building blocks of every single great search. This cable is basically your cheat sheet and narrows things down, or opens them up, quotes looks for the exact phrase, and truncation grabs all the variations. You master these four, and you are in complete control of your search. And hey, here's a quick pro tip for you. If you're not 100% sure about the right legal term to use for your keywords, just check a legal dictionary first. Getting that terminology right from the very beginning will make your entire search infinitely more effective. Okay, so your smart search just gave you hundreds, maybe thousands of results. How in the world do you find the signal in all that noise? Well, it's time to refine and evaluate. Every good database has these amazing filters built right in. You can slice and dice your results by jurisdiction, by topic, by date range, or even by the type of document. And don't forget to play around with the sort function. Sometimes you want the most relevant articles at the top, but other times you really need to see the most recent ones first.
Now, here's a really powerful technique if you're looking for commentary on a specific case. In Westlaw, use the cases cited field. You can search by the party name like Skidmore v. Led Zeppelin, or even the case citation itself. This is the secret to finding articles that specifically analyze that case, often called a case comment or a note.
Right, so you've found an article that looks promising, but how do you know if it's actually any good? Just use the prompt test. It's a really simple way to evaluate your sources. You just ask yourself, is the presentation clear? Is it relevant to my actual question? Is the author objective? Is their method sound? What's the article's provenance? Is the author and the journal credible? And finally, is it timely? Is it up to date?
And of course, as you find these great sources, you have to reference them correctly. Now, different places have different rules, but a really common way to do it is to use a standard style like Harvard for things like books and articles, and then a special legal citation style for cases and legislation. One of the most common ones is OSCOLA. The key thing is to always check your institution's specific requirements.
We've got all the tools. Now let's put them together into a workflow you can use every single time. This is your step-by-step blueprint for success.
And this is it, your entire workflow in just 7 steps. 1. Break your question down into keywords. 2. Search Westlaw using those smart operators we talked about. 3. Apply filters to narrow down your results. 4. If you need to, add case details to find commentary. 5. Check your main library if you can't find the full text. 6. Evaluate your sources with the prompt test. And finally, step 7, and this one will save you so much stress.
Record your source in your references list immediately. I mean it. Don't wait until you're done writing. The second you decide a source is useful, add it to your reference list. Trust me, this one habit will save you a world of pain down the road.
So there you have it. The tools, the techniques, and the complete workflow to completely transform your research process. You now have the blueprint to turn that confusing legal maze into a clear path forward. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with it?